Hello and welcome back, Superstar Traders. My name is Tony George, head market analyst for EQ Markets Global, and also the head of product research and education. I'm super delighted to have every one of you back to this YouTube channel. Of course, you know how we do it every Monday. The weekly market outlook is the time we share deep market insights and also find some good trade setups that will be fetching us some money. So don't leave yet, okay? I'm going to be giving you some trade setups that will fetch you money this week. So don't go anywhere. Stay till the end of this video. All right. So let's first start with the economic calendar for this week. Monday is void of all high impact expected happenings in the market, except that we're going to be experiencing bank holidays in Canada and as well in the US, okay, because the banks will be closed in observance of their Labor Day, okay. So this Monday, which is today, we're not expecting any high volatile news to come out in the financial market. Of course, we can expect medium term and or low term. I haven't really checked that, but for high impact expected news, there's none for Monday. Okay. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we will also be seeing some cash rate statement and policy review for the Aussie. But that will be happening 5:30 a.m. Nigerian time. Okay, 5:30 a.m. Nigerian time, we'll be having that data. Of course, it looks as though this is tentative because, of course, currently it is reading around 4.10%, and then, of course, the forecasted is still around 4.10%. But however, we will probably be seeing a 25 or 50 basis points interest rate hike by the end of the day, hopefully. Okay. And then on Wednesday, we have the GDP quarter on quarter still for the Aussie. That will be released 2:30 a.m. Nigerian time. And by 3 p.m., amazingly, we're going to also have the overnight charges or overnight rate or bank rate statements from the Canadian dollar. Yes, of course. All of these is in a bid for these countries to combat inflation. Okay, it's in a bid for them to combat inflation and see how they can bring inflation to the barest minimum. So everybody is trying its best to pick up any measures that they feel would work. Of course, one of those measures, I always say it here, is to hike interest rates. Okay, but that's by the way. Of course, we'll also be expecting some services PMI data for the USD. That would be by 3 p.m. Still on Wednesday, September 6th. And then on Thursday, we'll be having the governor of the Reserve Bank of Australia give a speech, but that would be 4:10 a.m. Nigerian time. And then, of course, by 1:30 p.m., yeah, we are going to be having the unemployment claims. Remember last week we had the JOLTS report, that the job opening and labor turnover survey, and then of course that report was to tell us how many jobs were available for people to grab or to take opportunity of. And then on Friday we had the NFP, which showed the data of the number of people that actually had jobs, except the agricultural sector, and that was super amazing. So this week we're going to be seeing data that shows us how many people that are claiming that they don't have jobs. All right, they are unemployed in the US. All right, so that will also cause a lot of volatility in the market. Last month, we saw about 228,000 people who said they don't have jobs. This month, right? Sorry, did I say last year? No, last month, rather, we saw 228,000 people claiming they don't have jobs. But this month, we're expecting a slightly higher figures to come out from the US that they don't have jobs. And that will be roughly around 235,000 as proposed by economists. Okay. But if the values are still way beyond that, then it's still not good for the US economy, for high values of people who do not have jobs in the US. Of course, we know how that we know the negative impact that this is going to cause on the USD. Okay. So yeah, we need to put our eyes down on that and also take advantage of it. And then of course, the governor of the Bank of England, Bank of Canada rather, will also be giving a speech by 6:55 p.m. on Thursday. Then on Friday, of course, we're having something that looks like the NFP for the Canadian dollar. Although it's not called NFP, or personally, I call it Canadian NFP. Yes, yes, yes. On Friday by 1:30 p.m., we're going to be seeing the employment change and also the unemployment rate for the for Canada. And of course, that's going to also cause massive volatility for the Canadian dollar. Okay, then Chinese renminbi, okay, will also be experiencing CPI, that's the Consumer Price Index report year on year for Saturday, okay. So yeah, these are the handful of informations about the economic calendar that we have in our hands. Okay, so somebody, I can feel it that somebody is asking, which of them should we pay more attention? Pay attention to all the high impact expected news that I just gave now, all right, but specifically look forward to having the cash rate statement for the Aussie and also for the Canadian dollar. That's Tuesday and Wednesday, and then of course the unemployment claims on Thursday is very significantly, and then of course the employment change and unemployment rates for Friday. These are very significant data that you need to put your eyes on. Amazing, right? So let's quickly go over to some technicals and also find some good trade setups. I'm super happy whenever I see these charts. I don't know if you're happy, but I'm happy because it's another opportunity for me to now start making money, 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 money. All right, so let me just take a quick recap on the trade setups that we gave last week before we go into this week. So last week we gave 5 trade setups, all right, on Euro GBP, on GBP JPY, Euro JPY, AED USD, and also NZD USD. I'm going to start with the last one I just mentioned now, which is NZD USD. So last week we had this trade setup, okay? Last week, yeah, we had this trade setup. Amazing. So apparently we were saying that NZD USD was going to buy from this bottom to this top. All right. And we had amazing risk to reward of 1:20. Man, it simply means if we're risking $10 on this trade, we're catching out $20. It simply means if you're risking $100 on this trade, by our final take profit, you are cashing out a whooping sum of $2,000. Guys, this is amazing. This is a nice trade setup that I want every one of you to still take advantage of. All right. So let's see how it played out last week. All right. So yeah, last week we started buying exactly from the Monday candle. All right, we started buying exactly from the Monday candle, which was this small candle here. And then of course, after buying, okay, I'm coming, just a minute. Amazing. So yeah, on after buying, we had a sniper entry by the way as well. After buying and making over 100 pip movement to the upside, we then saw a retracement. Okay, so as part of the trade setups I want to give this week, buy NZD USD immediately you see this video on our YouTube channel. Right? If it's more than 2 hours or 3 hours of seeing this video, please wait for use your own strategy to find good entry. But currently, as at this time I'm making this video, this is a perfect entry to enter NZD USD for a buy. You can probably take the same stop loss as I gave last week. Okay, you can have your stop loss at 0.58758. Okay, 0.58758, and then of course we're targeting to the top here. All right, at worst we're targeting 0.63833 as our final take profit. So this week again, I'm giving you NZD USD. So that's the first trade setup. Last week we had NZD USD, we made over 100 pip movement, and then before we saw the retracement, this week we're going back on NZD USD. So don't forget, immediately you see this video, an hour, 2 or 3 hours maximum of seeing this video, jump in NZD USD. Okay. Not later than 4 hours of seeing this video, please. Not later than 4 hours of seeing this video. If you see later than 4 hours of seeing this video, please use your own personal strategies to find entry into buy on NZD USD. Amazing. And then of course, we also mentioned AUD USD last week. Okay, we gave a trade signal on AUD USD last week. We also had a sniper entry. Amazing. That's one of the skills that we have and showcase here at EQ Markets Global. Of course, you know how we do it, right? So yes, we had another sniper entry on AUD USD for a buy. But of course, after making over 115 people movement thereabout, I think that was it. Yeah, 115 people movement, over 130 people movement. Whoa, let me see. Yeah, over 115. Yeah, I was very sure it's over 115 people because I was actually on this trade. Yeah, after making over 115 people movement, we had a retracement, but it's going back up again. So yes, if you're seeing this video again too as well, the buy on AUD USD is still very much valid. Remember when we traded NFP last week Friday? I told you that we should close our profits here by this candle. We took out we took a buy actually on AUD USD, right? And we all made profit. And I told you that close your profits, and I'm expecting a serious retracement. After the retracement, we go back in for a buy. Yes, that buy for some of you, you said I should keep you up to date and all that. I was unable to drop that in the WhatsApp group. But right now, I'm telling you, buy AUD USD at the current market price. Okay, buy AUD USD at the current market price because this is going to our take profit that we initially talked about. Okay, so yeah, buy AUD USD. That's the second trade setup that I'm going to be giving you. Right, you can have your stop loss placed somewhere at around 0.63553, 0.63553, and then of course your take profit is going all the way up, okay, to somewhere around 0.68842. Okay, so that's for AUD USD performance last week, and also a trade setup I'm giving you this week. So I've given you two trade setups. I've done two reviews and also giving you two trade setups. Don't miss these opportunities, guys. And then we also looked at the Euro JPY last week, right? We also looked at Euro JPY last week. So Euro JPY, we said sell. And what Euro JPY knew best to do to us was activate us, hit our stop loss, and continue to go all the way down. Okay, so yeah, we got stopped out with our stop loss here on Euro JPY trade. But this is still going to sell, but I'll talk about that later in the week. Okay. And then we also talked about GBP JPY. Okay. We also talked about GBP JPY, and of course on GBP JPY, although it wasn't a sniper entry, but yeah, we entered finally into GBP JPY trade. Of course, you see that we had, well, it did not get our stop loss, and then prices fell. I think let me check how many pips we made in profit before the whole retracement. This is over 180, 18, about 189, 190 pip movement. Whoa, 190 pip movement we had before prices began to move below. Let me use my calendar, my calculator, I mean to say 190 pip movement is about 1,900 points. Okay, so let's say I am on that trade on 0.1. That's $190. Amazing, guys. Amazing. And I hope you guys took this trade and you did not miss it. All right. So the sell is still very much valid for GBP JPY. I'll still talk briefly about it later on. And then also on Euro JPY, this is the last trade call that we had. On Euro JPY, we said a buy. All right. We said a buy on Euro JPY. All right. We got into the market finally, and then of course prices fell, but it did not get to our stop loss. That was the amazing thing that I could find here. It didn't get to our stop loss, right? So the third trade setup I'm giving to you this week. I'm giving you NZD USD buy, AUD USD buy. I'm also giving you now Euro GBP to buy. All right. So if you're seeing this video not later than 4 hours from now, please buy Euro GBP on buy Euro GBP at the current market price. Except otherwise, the market has changed drastically. Then I would employ you to use your personal strategies to find re-entry into Euro GBP for a buy. You can still maintain the stop loss. All right. You can still maintain the stop loss where the stop loss currently is. And of course, the stop loss is currently at okay, coming just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. So yeah, the stop loss is currently at 0.85312, 0.85312. You can maintain that stop loss, or you can adjust the stop loss to be bigger so that you can allow your trades to breathe and breathe very well, right? And then of course your take profit, we're looking at our take profit at somewhere, final take profit, by the way, not just our take profit. Final take profit to be around 0.88735. And this is presenting us with a 1:6.8 risk to reward trade setup. That's amazing. So we've given three trade signals on NZD USD, AUD USD, and Euro GBP. Okay. I think I found a little opportunity as well on Eurocard. Let's quickly look at Eurocard and AEDCHF as well. So just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, just. Okay, so let me give you AEDCHF first, all right? Because I was very sure of AEDCHF. All right, so on AEDCHF on the weekly time frame, this is what I could find, all right? First, prices had fallen down to a support here. If we should zoom this particular area to see all that happened, this was caused by news, but this is a major support area because apparently in the last over in the last over 20 years, okay, or even more, prices has not gotten to this level before, okay? So now we see prices getting into the same level as this. So, of course, prices came, retested this particular price area there, okay, in recent times. And then, of course, in that same recent times, all the way from 2021, March 2021, we saw how prices was falling nicely. But aside that it was falling nicely, we saw that price was respecting this particular trend line. Second touch, and then this is a third touch. So we are going to be having most likely a bullish movement to the upside, okay, of which we've also had confirmation, a bullish confirmation via our commodity channel index on the weekly time frame. You can see that it's currently trading above the negative 100 level, telling you that sellers are no longer interested in continuing to push ADCHF um, further below. So we'll be expecting more bullish movement to happen in the following weeks on AUDCHF. Let's look at it on the daily time frame, right? And on the daily time frame, this is what I could find. So in my own opinion, you can take this trade at the current market price, but I would still prefer that you allow the trades to come into this particular level here, right? So apparently I'm looking at this same zone here, and for me, I feel I find support around that zone. Let me show you. Okay, so I feel safer if prices should come back into this zone, right? Then pick me up and let's have the ride together. Okay, so this is what I feel very comfortable to do, right? So why I feel very comfortable to do is because this particular area was showing to become a resistant area before we had a break of structure. So I'm expecting a retest, a proper retest, actually, not just a retest, but a proper retest, right, on that particular zone. And then, of course, I'm finding it all the way to the top, right? So if you want to follow my stop loss and my take profit levels, I am going to give you that for free, right? So the stop loss on ADCHF is 0.55870, 0.855, sorry, 0.55870. And then, of course, my entry is somewhere at around 0.56889, 0.56889. And then, of course, my final take profit will be around 0.61519, 0.61519. But of course, you can continue to take partials until the final take profit. All right. Amazing. So I've given you about 4 trade setups: AMZUSD, AUD Euro GBP, and of course ADCHF. Should I give you another one? Did I give you another one? I think we also called out USD card trade last week. Okay. We also called out USD card trade last week. And then, of course, USD card smashed our take profit without mercy. And that was almost 1:5 risks to reward trade setup. 1:5 risks to reward trade setup. Just look at it, guys. Just look at it. Let's put it on the 4 hourly time frame so you get to see it. All right. So this is on the 4 hourly time frame. We had first the sniper entry, and then of course a sniper touch on our take profit before the reversals. Okay. So this week as well, look for more sell opportunities on AUDCHF, right? Sorry, on USD card. Why do I keep saying AUDCHF? I think I'm done with that. All right. So find more sell opportunities on USD card. Okay. Apparently, I am looking at a scenario where prices will most likely come into the zone very well, right? Prices will come into the zone very well. So I will be looking out for a sell opportunity anywhere around this zone. And then, of course, My stop loss, I'm going to maintain what I used the other time, which is somewhere at around 1.36551, right? And then, of course, my take profit will be all the way to the downside, okay? My take profit will be all the way to the downside, okay? So I will be having my take profit all the way down to the support here. This will present me 1:7.5. 1:7.5. But really, that's an amazing trade setup. So yes, if prices comes into the zone up properly, okay, around this area, find confirmations, okay, maybe using the CCI, all right, but then find confirmations and then take on a sell trade on USD card. All right. I know a lot of people will be thinking I would also give a trade signal on GBP, JPY, all the JPY pairs. I'm not giving any signal yet on that, but of course, within the week, if I find good trade setups, I'm going to be talking about them, and also I'll be dropping trade signals and trade setups on those pairs. As well, that also happens with gold. Yeah. So if I find the proper trade setup on gold, I would also be dropping that for you in the YouTube channel. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also recommend this YouTube channel to your friends, your loved ones, and all your trader friends, because of course there are a lot of contents on this YouTube channel, and it's going to profit them. All right. And then of course, if you're yet to have an account with Equity, right, most preferred broker, all you just have to do, simply go to eqmarketsglobal.com, and then on eqmarketsglobal.com, you're going to see the registration link, and then of course you can then sign up on our on EQ Markets Global website, and then sign up and start doing business with the right broker. So two things I will just ask from you just before I go is, number one, please do like this video, okay? After subscribing, please do like this video, right? I'm waiting for you to like. I'm waiting for you to like this video. Liking this video gives me encouragement that, okay, I'm doing something. And of course, it helps me to want to make more research and give you more value. So please like this video. But you know what? I'd also appreciate you more if you leave a comment for me. So please, after liking this video, then just simply move over and leave a comment for me in the comment section. I'll be glad to read all those comments and also to reply them like I always do. Okay. So thank you so much, and see you next week Monday for the next weekly market outlook. And I wish you plenty of profit this week. Bye for now.